The young girl lay slumped over the body of her dead, decaying mother. The body she sobbed onto lay in the corner of the room. Various bodily fluids leaked out of around entrails oozing from the large wound inflicted upon the dead mother's stomach region, slowly spreading out over the floor, spreading out around the broken child as she sobbed for her dearly departed mother. Behind her stood the shadow of agony itself, the physical manifestation of all things wrong with the world, formed into one physical, yet at the same time ethereal form. A shadowy clawed hand, weighed down by the countless lives claimed, wrinkled by the millennia spent, stalking the shadows of the mortal plane, clutched tightly onto the twin-bladed scythe. The only thing darker than the creature's Ralph-foughten deaths was the haft of the wicked blade he carried, a creation of his own malevolence, designed to allow him to claim the souls of the dying and the cursed flesh of the living. Burning of prolonged pain, suffering, and insanity stared from the depths of a hooded cloak, in a shroud as tainted as the creature's soul, as wretched as its heart, and blacker than the darkest of the most hopeless nights. They stared without feeling, without emotion, without remorse. The only sign of clarity that remained in those pitch-black orbs was the ravenous, ceaseless hunger. The hunger to show his victims the true meaning of his name, the true and absolute meaning of pain. The Reaper, known as Pain, stepped forward, as his entire form seemed to ripple in anticipation of the coming moment. His shoulders hunched while the grip of his scythe tightened, eyes downcast upon the girl who, with her tear-stained cheeks, raised to face the Reaper, to Pain. Her eyes widened, heart beating like a trumpet's final performance. Her entire frozen rigid, her entire body frozen rigid as she stared into those lifeless, cold eyes. Eyes that had known endless agony and countless suffering. This creature was beyond any mortal psychopath. Darker than the depths of that hood, so dark, so evil as to block out the sun and the moon and the light and the dark. From the depths came that horrid, dragging voice, a whispery chorus as if multiple entities existed within the one, all crying out, no louder than a whisper as they spoke through the mouth of Pain. Yes. Poor little girl. Oh, how I feel your loss, your agony. I do. Little one, I shall help you. I shall help you find your closure. I shall help you find true pain. The Reaper's voice dropped at the last word, a deep rumbling coming from the very depths of hell itself, a place within the pain as laughter ensued, the laughter of something devoid of life, that took great pleasure in the pain of suffering of all life, the laughter of the embodiment of a twisted, insane, dimension full of the lost and damned, the ones whose very soul decay in the rot of the foul pits of hell itself. Pain moved without hesitation, without pause or deliberation, as he braced his scythe, gripping the weapon as if it carried no weight at all, and with the purpose, deliberation, and movement that came naturally to those born of the very fabric of nightmares, he struck forward. Once more he brought the twin-bladed scythe down on that night. Once more was there an ear-splitting shriek of utter terror, pain, and agony, and once more was there malicious, greedy laughter. The Reaper of Agony stood over two corpses now, eyes burning with bright life, with purpose, with insanity, as he turned his shrouded hidden face to the stairwell, where a horrified face stared at the Reaper. They say that when you share someone's final agonizing moments of life with them, in those final moments of death, you can know a person better than someone who's known them their entire life. Well, on that night, Pain got to know 5 more people more intimately than a lover's embrace.